Hey ho, hey how are ya, hilly hola.
Faggot. We're gay. We're allowed to say faggot and queer.
You can't say that to me anywhere.
Trust me, I'm going to punch you in the throat.
Thanks, Nazi.
I love having a week of Big Brother. The parts I remember anyway.
Want to know what really happened? I have all the dirt from the live feed.
I never joke about Big Brother unless you're a floater in the game.
Hey everybody, Eric Curto here from YourRealityRecap.com with your Week 1 Big Brother Group Recap. Now, we have so much to get to covering this first week of Big Brother, but make sure you guys stay tuned to the end of the video because we have a lot of special announcements. Like we're giving away a live feed subscription, we're also giving away autographs from Big Brother premiere party that we did. And if you guys haven't seen that, you can see it over at YourRealityRecap.com or subscribing on YouTube and watching it there. But okay, we're going to save all that for the end of the episode, so make sure you stick around to then. For right now, you know the deal. I'm Eric Curto. You can follow me over at Twitter. I'm at Reality Recaps.
Hey everyone, it's Sean Richardson. Excited to talk about BB15. Follow me at Comedy Jonah on Twitter.
Hey, you guys, it's Michelle from the Bronx here. It's Big Brother time. Let's roll.
Okay, so we are so excited to be talking first week of Big Brother with all of you guys. And so much has happened. It has only been 3 episodes. I feel like we have gone through a gamut. Now, look, I just want to throw out a little tip for everybody watching and for you guys. We are not spoiling any feed stuff. We will hold that to the end. If we want to talk about anything that is not aired, we will talk about that in a spoiler section at the end. So anybody watching does not have to worry. As long as you have seen the first 3 episodes, you are good with everything that is happening. Okay, so cast. We've already done a cast preview. We're not going over the cast again. We're not going over that. We are going to get right into it. Go ahead, Michelle.
I was right. I called it. I said Jeremy was a hothead.
He is more than a hothead. He is a total douchebag, mean Indian. Hello?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey ho, hey how are ya, hilly hola. We're mad, okay? And the grandfathers in the heavens, Jeremy, are mad.
Tweet that hate mail to @ComedyJonah. However, before you do, he's a part Indian, so he's allowed.
Part Indian, yes, enrolled in a tribe, get money and benefits, and I'm not happy. I'm not happy.
I literally thought you said, I roll in a tribe.
I roll with it and the homies. I'm rolling with the natives. No, I got in trouble the last one with my mother when I said I'm registered. He said, you register for school. You don't register in an Indian tribe. You're enrolled, John. So,
yeah,
mother,
one for mom.
I've corrected myself. So leave me alone.
We need to go right into the drama of the first episode of everybody pretending like they didn't know it was Rachel, when they all knew it was Rachel's sister. I mean Rachel's sister, because little tidbit of info for you guys, when they were all in sequester, they oddly enough only got Rachel seasons of Big Brother to watch.
Well, I didn't understand her strategy, like when she was up in the HOH room and she's like, you know, my sister, I've got all her votes, you know, Giselle Munchin or whatever.
Munchin.
Whatever. I didn't understand that. I know she was trying to play a joke, you know, idiot, Indian, you know, Jeremy was like, I knew it, I know your sister's famous or whatever.
Jeremy wasn't it. It was everybody else, and Jeremy was like, just like saying, yeah, okay.
Right.
Jeremy got her alone and said, hey, who is your sister? Who is your sister? Because he didn't want to come out and say Rachel Riley. He just wanted her to say. So it was a joke. And, you know, as a person that's older, you would definitely know that name. If you're a sports person, you would know that name.
If you're a straight person or a lesbian, you would know the name Michelle. That's what it comes down to. Straights and lesbians know Michelle Munchin.
Right.
It's because she's married to Brady, Tom Brady.
Oh yes, and football. Clearly,
is he one of the Brady
men.
kids? Who's Tom Brady?
Good job, Michelle. Good job. I don't even know how I knew that was football.
I have to teach you guys sports now. Okay,
No,
so
you
Don't
don't have to teach us.
Go long, because I'm throwing this one hard.
Look, here's what I want to say about Elissa, and I want to be very clear, and I'm going to speak for everyone here. We're Team Elissa. Hashtag Team Elissa. We're on her team. So don't mistake what I'm saying as hate at all, because it's not. Here's what I want to say about Elissa. I really feel like production, maybe kind of like with Rachel, tells her what to say a lot of the time. And with Who My Sister Is, with her, HOH, not her HOH, her eviction speech, kind of feel like that was fed to her. But more importantly, is it just me, or are her diary rooms very drugged a little? Like, she's very, hey, I'm just saying, I recognize that pattern of an influence. No, you would say no.
I would say no, only because she does not finish any of her sentences throughout the entire time as I'm watching the feeds. She starts off really strong, and then she gets lower at the end of the sentence. So it's either that she doesn't complete the sentence, or it's just...
I don't think it's whispering. It's very much like, I like...
And they could be having cue cards there. It might be something that she doesn't want to talk about. Like, whatever it is, yeah, maybe she is getting fed lines. What I know is that she definitely knows when to speak up, because we all watched the Rachel and Brendan wedding, and we saw Elissa when the jewelry came out. We all saw how she was interacting on the dress part. So I think Elissa is extremely assertive at certain times. I have a funny feeling right now she's just sitting back and she's saying, I just have to let them do what they do and then play off of what they do, not let me roll right now with what I got to do.
Which is smart. Very, very smart. And I think probably even some coaching for Rachel too. But I think Elissa is a smart girl and she knows what she's not
no?
No, Rachel didn't give her any coaching, because flat out, Elissa said, my sister didn't tell me about this. Like, several times. She's like, I wish my sister would have told me about this.
I don't believe that
I
at
don't
all.
either.
I was
believe
that she said it. Believe that she said it. But I'm sure that there's certain things that she talked about, and I'm sure there's certain things that Rachel might have forgotten. Like, it's almost like from what I understand from the women I've been talking to, it's when you give birth, women forget about the pain until the next time comes around. And I kind of think that must be the same thing as a player on Big Brother. You forget what it's like until you come back in. So Rachel might have forgotten some of the real painful parts and forgot to cue her sister in on it.
Right. I think it was Miss Cleo over on Twitter who said it, and to give her credit, this cast has figured out in 1 week what all of Big Brother 12 couldn't figure out, and that was, we have to get rid of the Riley. We have to get rid of her, because to their credit, I mean, I want her there. I want her to win. I'm so Team Elissa, but I feel like we also cannot discredit the strategy of it all, which is for the rest of the house to have a game, they need to get rid of her. They don't have a game while she's there. She is going to keep winning MVP. I would be shocked if she didn't. And the people that want to use her as a weapon, I don't really understand, because just get her out this week and then you win it and be in control yourself, because you're really not going to control her that much.
Well, I think also, too, you've got Aaron, you've got Ginny Marie, who most likely, maybe they do now know what's happening, but, they think, America loves me. Oh, America's going to love this. And if they get out Elissa, I'm going to be MVP. And they have no idea that America's not happy. We're not happy.
If Elissa doesn't get MVP, if Elissa gets evicted, McCrae and Judd are the ones that are set up right now, as far as the fan base goes, about the editing goes, are the ones to get MVP.
Judd? You want to talk about Judd Froggy?
Judd, Judd, get my drink on, Judd, yeah. And, you got to give him props for wearing that outrageous bear shirt. I loved it. I love that he was
like Thomas Kincaid. It was like a Thomas Kincaid shirt. No.
It was absolutely insane. The band was on the front and the back. It was super colorful. Production didn't tell him he had to take it off. I was like, Judd, go be yourself, man.
I love him. He's himself. I would love him more if I could understand one thing that he was saying. Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Okay, little clue that I had said something to Eric about is that there were some rumors that they might have pulled some of the cast from like Survivor and Tar applicants. I think Judd probably was somebody that was supposed to be on the Survivor cast, and then they said, no, we want this guy here. So I mean, it just seems like it would have been a natural fit. So they said, let's get this diversity in here.
It's true. I mean, I love him. I love him. Now, what do we all think of the new have not room being all airplane themed and the seedy? I was looking on Twitter. Frank from last season was saying that would have been much better than our whole slant curve bed, which I don't see how that's possible at all. What do you guys think? I don't think that would be good at all.
They didn't have cushions in last season's have not room, and then they were eventually due to like back injuries and stuff that resulted from the metal. So at least the airplane cushions, you have something, and you only have to go through a few amount of hours, and then you can get up and like fake sleep someplace else until you get called out.
At least on the slanted ones, you can kind of lay down. I mean, those airline seats were terrible. They weren't even first class. Have you ever tried to like lift the arm and tried to lay there and put your feet up? No, that was the worst have not room I've ever seen. I was horrified that they were sitting there with just a blanket over their heads and just laying there like a dead body.
They probably should have put a little bit more torturous things in the room, but what could have they have tortured them with that comes out of an airplane? Except for, like maybe like some wind tunnel stuff and turbulence, like the house guests are thinking that they're going to get.
Airline food.
Did you see the seats? The seats weren't even like on their own. Like they were right next to each other, like theater style. So like the other have-nots, you had to like lean against some sweaty person in the fluorescent light trying to figure out how to sleep.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't. Terrible. You just have to put sunglasses on and go lay in the hammock.
It's have-nots. You get nothing. Cold water.
All right, look. We need to talk about HOH and McCrae, who won it. Kudos to McCrae and all of the drama that ensued from McCrae in the aftermath of him winning HOH. And we'll throw it out, finding out that, yes, Alyssa did win MVP. So now he has to try and work the house that wants Alyssa out, work with her because she's MVP, work with Amanda, his new lover, and try and keep the, moving company people happy as well. So
I'm watching. I thought McCrae was really open and honest with Alyssa. I know she was frustrated. As far as, listen, I have to put you up if I have to take someone down because, he's going to put a target on his back. I get it. And I was glad that he was honest with her. I'm not too happy that he told Alyssa's secret. It kind of really put her in a really bad spot. I was just like, I thought you were playing I really liked his decisions up until that point. My favorite is Amanda thinking he's a genius and thinking he's this rich billionaire and making out with him and really realizing he's just a pizza boy at the end. I can't wait for that. All right, Michelle, go.
McCrae was an idiot for winning the first HOH. As a super fan, and I hate that term, but as somebody that's a feedster and watches the whole series, that you don't want to win the first HOH. So he wins the first HOH, and then he makes this like a semi-ass backwards deal with Elissa, and he didn't keep the deal. Listen, your word is crap. Elissa should have been saying, you put me up and I made a deal with you and you're telling me I'm safe, but you're putting me up now. So what if I tell everybody that you told me to put David up? I'm sorry, but I would blow up everybody else's game because I can't trust you. And she's sitting back. She's taking it a little bit easy right now. But McCrae, you definitely stabbed her right in the front. And I don't like that. you made a deal.
But at least it was in the front. I mean, a lot of these people do it in the back. They're saying horrible things about people behind their backs. At least he was honest. And if you blow up people's game, what is that going to do? You're just going to show people, she blows up everyone's game. I don't want to align with Michelle because she's going to blow up my game.
She's not in any worse situation. She will always be in that situation, so it's not going to get any worse. In fact, what it will show all these people is that, she's not as timid and weak as we are making her out to be. And you know what? Then you just play it from that point on. McCrae should have never outed her. I agree with you. She should have never said anything. He should never said anything to Amanda, who is making such a mistake. Amanda, I had you as one of my picks. What are you doing? Like, this little pizza 22-year-old kid is not going to ever do anything for you. You're worried about what your boyfriend's going to leak out there, and I got to say it, like, CBS already leaked it for you, which was the real bad stuff.
Amanda's only with McCrae because she thinks he's a super millionaire boy. Okay, well, we disagree.
She said it.
Yeah, she did.
She said it, Michelle. She said it.
But I don't believe it. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
Okay. So before we get too far ahead, I want to say I agree and disagree with both of you. I'm looking over there as if you're actually over there.
Okay.
I disagree. First
Michelle.
of all, Michelle, I think he 100% did need to win that first HOH. Yes, in the history of Big Brother, it's not a good idea, but he said in that first episode he was isolated, nobody was relating to him. He kind of was going at that as do or die, like, I win this or I'm going home. I think that's how he went into that HOH, so I give him credit for winning it. As far as how he backstabbed Elissa, yeah, I'm not happy with it. However, if he really is going to work with her, I understand why he did it. He didn't want the whole house to come after them, but it's not really seeming like he's going to focus on that. He's going to focus more on the moving company alliance, which we should also put out. Moving company alliance. Michelle, who is in that moving company alliance?
A bunch of morons. Jeremy, Spencer, Nick, McCrae, and Howard.
Yay, 5 morons. Okay.
Like, Spencer's running that, by the way. Spencer, I have a whole bunch of things to say about Spencer. One, that he's, Captain Scott of the Seabrooks' twin brother. Two, is that he talks like he should be someplace out on a boat. The way he talks and the things that he says and the way he addresses people, dude, let me see you in person. Putting it out there.
Yeah, I like Spencer up into the Hitler thing, and then I was like, bye-bye.
But he's running around, and he's making all of these twisted little moves. And what always happens to people that try to make all these twisted little moves?
They win.
I
think you guys bring up a very good point with Spencer and Aaron, who are my two favorite players in this game. I love them.
Shut up.
And I cannot get enough
I'm hanging up
them.
right now. This is bullshit.
All right, look, here's the only positive, if we're going to make it a positive, I'm going to say about Aaron. Am I the only person that thinks she looks exactly like Danielle Donato?
I don't.
You don't, but
there are others that do.
There are similarities.
Other smart people.
Not just with their looks, but with their bad personalities. So, yeah, I see it.
I will say this. I know Michelle, we'll get into it a little. I know Michelle is our live feed correspondent now. I have only seen what has been put out there in the media, but I don't understand why everybody is so anti-Aaron. I get it. She said she called Andy a queer. I get that part. But what I saw Gina Marie say when describing welfare as the N-word insurance, I think is a lot, and then like 3 times in a row, as if people didn't understand it.
You don't think the rice comment, go make me a bowl of rice, is bad?
No. I think they're all bad. I just think...
Oh, you're ranking them from like 1 to 5, like Gina Marie is higher than Aaron. Why are we picking on Aaron?
No, not why.
Is that your...
Yeah. Yes, that is my point,
you're barely
Josh.
hanging on to that little point,
yes.
that barely?
Clearly hanging on to that point, yes.
Spencer called Andy Kermit the...
Right, we can say that one. Kermit the faggot. We're gay. We're allowed to say faggot and queer.
You don't get away with that. Like, last year, it was the big thing when Frank called out and said, oh, and he had his hands flaring in the air, and Willie was saying, come here, come here, come here. And it was the big friggin' thing, and everybody was up in arms over it. Nobody is confronting him. Not even Howard is going up to Spencer and saying, dude, man, do you know how, like, so disrespectful you are when you're speaking to somebody? And I will say this, he even spoke down to Candace, and Candace was in the shower, and this man is creeping me out because he keeps going freaking side-eye and looking over in the showers while the two girls were in the shower. Dude, man, and, I won't even, I'm going to talk about Nut Flashgate. Because he flashed his nutsack right on camera, looked directly in the camera, coming down from the HOH. So, Spencer, you're a fucking freak. I don't get you. Go home.
That was a nutsack? Thank God, because I thought...
I hope it was, because I don't even know what a real penis looks like at this time, guys. Don't help me out.
I do, but...
It was horrible. I actually asked somebody, I was like, is there something wrong with it?
I do, and I was looking really close with my magnifying glass, and I was like, you know, gingers are really a lot bigger. I was shocked. So maybe he's not a true ginger. I don't know.
Here is the sweeping overall blanket of it all. They are having a little bit of the real world coming into the show where they are losing their contracts, losing their jobs. Good, I think they should. They should be held responsible for what they say. Is CBS going to make it an issue? No, I do not believe they will. They're clearly getting a lot more feed viewers. Now, I think we should speak to the point that look, here's my thing. I think we're all gay. I think what we should speak about a little bit is the gay topic and how they are treating Andy, calling him queer and faggot. Now, here's my thing, and I'm not kidding. I don't really know that if I was in that house, I would take super offense to being called Kermit the faggot, because he would have said it to my face. I understand it's not nice, but I like to think of things in a more jokey way. So I would have just, I'm just saying, I don't know that I would have taken super offense to it. The behind the back stuff that Aaron is saying about him, no, I don't agree with that at all. But to your face, if you're joking and you're really friends with someone, I personally don't have a problem with that. But I'm assuming that you guys have a different viewpoint.
I'm fine with it, and you come up to the street and you say, yo,
really?
What's up with... Wait, I said, I'm fine with it if you come up to me in the street and say it. But, dude, if I'm on fucking TV, and I'm on TV with you, and then that comes out of your mouth, as soon as you say it, trust me, I'm going to punch you in the throat.
You can't say that to me anywhere on TV, on the street, on the subway. Absolutely not.
Who's calling you gay besides my dad?
Take them down. Who's calling you that? So, no, you can't, not even joking, especially in the house. If he would have said something like that to me, I'd be like, thanks, Nazi. Well, or whatever. I would have thrown it right back at him and then see how he reacted and be like, you can't say that to me. You can't. Talk behind my back all you want.
Because here's the whole thing. If one of the other house gets turned around and said, how did you get your fat ass in this place? Like, people will be like, whoa, what are you doing? Like, you're hitting him below the belt when you can lift up his chub and find the belt. I just don't think that it's on an equal playing ground, so it's all off. Like, you cannot say it. And they did have a meeting. They were told at least once.
Jeremy is doing enough bigoted comments towards his own heritage that nobody else even needs to do it for him. So, whatever, Jeremy. Whatever.
The fun thing about it is that every time that Jeremy does say something regarding the Indian nation, nobody in the house even comments to him about what he says. It's not even like they joke behind each other's back. Like, nobody is saying anything. Zero conversation on that.
Because they're all mesmerized by the person who does not have to sleep in that have-not room or have to eat slop for the entire season. If Elissa is your number one target, guess who should be your number two house? Jeremy. Wake up.
Jeremy.
Wake up, people. Because he is going to have such an advantage over you with sleep and food.
Let's just pretend for a second there was no articles in the Huffington Post or TMZ. There was no live feeds. Just watching the way it's edited with Aaron and Jeremy, they haven't said anything racist or anything. Their energy, they're just nasty, nasty people. Especially Jeremy, the way he spoke to Helen. You know, I drank the wine. What are you going to do about it? I mean, he's in Elissa's face. He's in Helen's face. Amanda tries to talk to him outside. He's a douchebag to her. I don't see him talking to men like that. What kind of man talks to a woman like that? I don't even talk to a woman like that, and I'm half woman.
Hashtag the photo booth is the new Bush. Because
because we've had Aaron crying in it, which I love because I definitely tweeted it out.
So McCrae puts up Candace and who? Jamie,
Jesse.
right? Jesse and Candace. Then he wins the POV by spelling the word delivery boy.
And who didn't spell anything?
David.
And
Dumb as
guess
rocks,
what he did?
David.
And David threw the comp like I thought he did, and he admitted it to Aaron, and then she finally told everybody once he left.
I threw the comp. That's what I did. Yeah, sorry, Julie.
I know that he said it, Michelle.
Yeah,
I hear you that he said it. I just don't know if he's smart enough to figure out that he's thrown that comp. Because that was, a lot of diary room session about how he looked up and saw the word competition. None of his diary room was revolved around him throwing that competition. So I just think maybe some of the marbles in his head knocked around wrong, and he was like, I'll just say it. But maybe he did. Maybe he did. Credit to you, David. You'll never be on the show, and nobody will remember you in Big Brother history.
There's a wave waiting for you, David, out there.
There is a wave.
Thank you,
Go to
Julie.
it, David. Okay. Julie gave the say. So McCrae wins HOH. He removes Candace because, she was a little upset about being put up. So he removes her, obviously replaces her with Elissa. So now on the block, we have Elissa, we have Jesse, and we have David, who Elissa nominated as the MVP because McCrae told her to and said, don't worry, we got your back. We're going to get him out. Which leads us into the last episode of the week when all of the drama is going down.
What did we think? What do we think about Jeremy voting against his alliance?
Jeremy didn't vote against his alliance. Spencer's construed this whole thing, wanted Jeremy to vote David out, and then went back to him and said, hey, do me a favor, vote for Elissa to be out because they're going to be able to put the numbers together. And that was the problem.
Are they? Are they really going to be able to put the numbers together?
No, Michelle's saying if they put the numbers together as far as outing their alliance, right, Michelle?
Okay, my point, so yes, it was a 7-4-0. Jesse got no votes. Elissa got 4. It was a 7-4. 7-4.
And David was blindsided. He had no clue that he was leaving at all. Aaron was pissed off.
We had the classic blindside face of every person, so there you go. However, there was somebody was calling somebody apparently a whore when we were at commercial, and that wound up being a big to-do before they went to go do the HOH comp.
Yes, indeed. So let's talk a little bit about the HOH comp, and for the love of God, CBS, you gave us one exciting original competition so far. You gave us one with your little lake and the paddle boat and all of that. We liked it, and we're right back to recycling again with the same slide back and forth and fill your stupid thing up. So we do not have a winner yet in our week of Big Brother as to who won the HOH. However, we're going to start talking about everything now in the spoiler section. So if you guys don't want to be spoiled, don't go not see you later, because they need the announcements at the end of the video. So So below, because you know, Michelle, we have autographed pictures.
Well, then don't see you later.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks.
In the description.
Click on the time link down below. Is that what we're going to do?
Well, I'm trying, but you two keep cutting me off. In the description below, there is links which you can just skip over the spoiler section and go right to past the spoiler section, or stay here and watch it. So, that being said, 3, 2, 1, spoilers!
Big Brother Barbecue.
Big Brother Barbecue. For starters, you were working in teams of 2, so you were not competing for HOH by yourself.
Random draw.
And it was a random draw, which I will say every single ex-Big Brother person swears in all the POV picking names and all the random things. They always show them all the chips after, so you see everybody's name was in there, you see everything was fair. They all swear that it's fair. It is just really weird how the Big Brother gods pair people up perfectly. Okay, so you were on a little side of a bush. In case you haven't watched, you had to fill up your water over here, slide to the middle, dump it into your partner's cup, slide to the end, put it in the bucket. I'm sure I have video of that playing somewhere.
One or two containers you had a choice of. A little one to give you a bigger scoop, and then the bigger one to give you the ping pong ball to win.
Correct. So, that being said, Julie clearly stated you had to pour the liquid from one container into the other container, and she very specifically asked everyone, does anybody have any questions before we move on? Nobody had any questions, and then we find out Jeremy and Aaron cheated. They were just switching cups. There was no pouring happening. She would just fill it up, hand him a full cup, take his empty cup, and repeat. And apparently, no penalties, no nothing at all, because guess what? Spoiler, Aaron is the new HOH. Kill me now.
They had to decide who was going to be the HOH and who was going to be able to have what power. And here's what happens. Aaron gets the whole HOH to herself. She's courteously giving Jeremy and Caitlin the other side of the bed. And she has the power to nominate the HOH. She also picked the have-nots. The only thing that's different is Jeremy gets to compete in next week's HOH, and she does not.
Which is I will give Jeremy very smart on Jeremy's end, and I wonder if he did that on purpose.
Oh, he did. He would throw her under the bus.
Yeah, I mean, he wants to compete, so if he's like, I'll be fine, I'll compete. You know, not a problem.
I'm sure he's enjoying this, but it probably isn't that good.
Now,
throw her under the bus.
Here's a little bit more drama. Apparently, when Aaron won the HOH, she made everybody who voted for David, because remember, Blindside, raise their hand, and that is how she picked who were the have-nots, which basically, am I wrong, Michelle, was just a repeat of the first round of have-nots?
No, Candace was not a have-not. Candace is a have-not now. So
it's Candace, Elissa, Andy,
and Helen.
Yep. The white, the Asian, the black, and the gay. How odd, Aaron, that you would have done that. Yep. So that is what is currently happening. And I have to say, now all the drama is coming out because Aaron does not understand why everybody has betrayed her and Gina in voting for David to leave. And there is a very funny scene where on the live feeds where Gina is trying to figure out the math, and she's like, so 5 plus 2 is 7 plus 12 equals 16 votes, but that's not right. Minus 1 vote.
She's using the triangles on the wall for
Seriously.
She's like, hey, give me your toe. Hey, Nick, give me your toes so I can use them. Yeah. Well, while that was going on, in all honesty, Helen and Candace figured it out probably within 30 minutes once they came back from the HOH comp being over.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Candace is very, very smart. Helen is in denial about it. The problem is, guys, don't hate me, but Andy's loose lips. Andy tells everybody everything. So Andy, if you can shut up and stay loyal to one person, the people that go back and forth always get caught up. Start staying to one side. Don't be like blabbering all over the place. But Candace told him, like, this is going on.
And
Andy might say, they're going to be stronger. I might be sixth man, but at least I'll make it to jury.
Yeah, fingers crossed for Andy. I completely agree with you. I love me some Andy, but he is, I don't know, he is spreading everybody's secrets and rumors, and he's not aligning with anyone. Now, I've heard him speaking on the feeds. He does say it's because nobody has really solidified a deal. He's a communications major. He is very smart. He knows public speaking. I hope he knows what he is doing, that we are not understanding why he is doing this. Please, God, Andy, you need to be there through the duration.
That's good.
So much. Well, anything else that happens, you guys all know we will be bringing you live feed breaking news, spoiler free and with spoilers. So we will have all of the information for you guys as it happens. So make sure you stick with us all Big Brother season.
Right, because POV noms are today. Nominations
POV noms are today.
Yeah, yes. Noms are today. They had a party last night. No, can we talk? I need to spoil this.
Well, wait, don't spoil it yet, because on that note, I just want to say, and if there is not a video out, you should all be following Michelle on Twitter. You should be following all of us on Twitter, or check out Michelle over at Reality Fan Forum, because she is updating instantly, non-stop. She is just rolling out whatever is happening on the live feeds.
Me and my typos.
Her and her typos. But if there is no video and you need to know right now what's going on, check out Michelle's blog.
Video is illegal. What I do is legal. Right. Okay, so so yesterday was the 4th of July, and they had them locked inside the house pretty much almost like more than 3/4 of the day. And,
wait. Was yesterday the 4th of July? We have, where are you? We have hungover up there. Not hungover, tired and lost his voice up there.
No voice.
We have low energy right here. And then we have Michelle.
Angry I was with my family.
And we have angry was with her family. So I don't know. Was yesterday 4th of July, Michelle? Maybe. Go ahead, Michelle.
And I'm gonna do something that you guys didn't know that I was gonna do. I'm gonna say, listen, Robin Cass, we know that you did not expect to hear and to see what you're getting. It's not your fault. And a lot of people that are sending you hate tweets, woman, it's fine. We get it. The only thing is, how do you control it now that it's in there? We know what's happening outside in the world. We know Gina Marie has lost her contracting. She's lost her pageantry. She's lost the ability to work with those companies. We know that Aaron has lost her sponsorships. She's lost her modeling agency stuff. Spencer, with all the drug talking that he's doing, there's a rumor that they might be firing him from the railroad. We already know that he was in rehab once already. And, so I think the people that don't have really high standard jobs to where they have to worry about it or still clear, free and clear, but it's tough, guys. When you come out, you're gonna get fucking hit upside the head with what you started on your own. Done.
Do you think that they forgot right away that there was cameras? Because this started so fast, like with Erin and her mouth. Yeah.
I think they thought it would have been censored more. I have to say, this, and maybe I'm wrong, I have not watched as much as Michelle, but what I have watched, I feel like the live feeds right now, which you can get, link below, but help us out and subscribe to us. So I think the live feeds this season is way less censored than previous seasons, and maybe I'm wrong. I'm just saying I'm hearing a lot more production talk, a lot more behind the scenes talk, a lot of stuff that I have not heard. Like, for example, with what you were just saying, Michelle, I heard them all explain they have to sign a limited liability act, which says if we lose work, jobs, anything, CBS is not responsible. Now, I would have never have heard that in previous seasons, but I heard that on the feeds.
Well, there was a little bit of a rumor going on that the companies that these girls did work for were getting together. They were going to get ready to fire them. So I think that it was purposely released that they're saying, hey, listen, not for nothing, this is what we do to protect ourselves. So not everybody knows the whole process on getting through to get onto Big Brother, besides signing your life away on a packet this big. That's one of the pieces of paper. So I think they purposely let that out there.
Yeah. All right, we are getting into too many topics. We need to wrap this one up. We will be back with way more. You know, we are bringing you guys 3 to 4 to 5. We're bringing you so many Big Brother shows every single week. So let us wrap it up. Outros. John, you go first.
Go ahead and go for me.
We're waiting on you, John. Go ahead means you go.
He's done yelling at me. He's done yelling at me.
Wow.
What am I gonna say? I don't even have to say. I always get in trouble. Thanks, everyone. Love talking about Big Brother. Let's see you when I see you. That's stupid. That's stupid.
Yep. Can I go now?
Go ahead, Michelle.
Just gonna say thanks for watching. See you guys when we're doing our live shows, and hopefully you check back with us soon. Bye. Peace out. Bye.
No, I don't like that.
Well, that about wraps up this show for this week. Now, like I said, we're giving away autographs from the Big Brother premiere party. We're also giving away a live feed subscription. You guys can find out all the details on that by heading over to yourrealityrecap.com and clicking on the iPad bundle giveaway contest, because all the rules are still the same, except instead of giving away the iPad at the end of the season, which we still are doing, we're going to be giving away a live feed subscription this week, and then the next week we're going to be giving away the autograph photos. So much in store for you guys, and we have a lot of them, so you know there's going to be enough to go around, unlike other places. Okay, so aside from that, I also want to say we have listened to your feedback. We have split up our iTunes feed into an audio and a video only version. So if you guys want all the goodness of video, you can just stay with the feed that you're on right now, or you can get the new audio only feed, and the links are below and over at yourrealityrecap.com. And if you don't have an iDevice, you can take it on any mobile device or podcast player with the RSS feed for video only or audio only. So, that said, we're gonna go now. You know we are bringing you so many Big Brother videos every single week, so make sure you are subscribed in YouTube, click the links all around here, check us out over at yourrealityrecap.com, follow us on Twitter because we're live tweeting during the shows, and we have a Big Brother live chat room now over at yourrealityrecap.com, where myself and Michelle are live tweeting, talking to you aside from live tweeting in the chat room, and John is in the chat room and live tweeting for the West Coast airing. So, I am exhausted. You guys are exhausted. We are going to go. Hope you had a wonderful 4th of July, and we will see you guys all real soon with our next, probably breaking news live feed show. See you guys all soon. Bye for now.